Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, my camera is screwed because the light in the room is way too bright. However, we are working on a fix for that, though I don't know what I can do about the sunshine. Enjoy it. We are very, very honoured. PelzMorph, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
We may burst into laughter for no apparent reason, guys. That's because in the infinite wisdom, I forgot to unclick unmute microphones when we started. So we spent about 4 minutes having a really interesting conversation that you'll never hear or see, unfortunately. Long story short, this guy is fucking awesome. Excuse the language, but
Thank you.
What you do to control World of Warships, I mean, I've watched Potts Place with his voice attack, and I'm pretty blown away by that. What you do is another level. So, I've do you know what? I think forget it and just I'm going to let you tell people what you do because it blows my mind. This.
Yeah, actually, it started last year. No, 2018, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about how can we produce more interesting content. So that was the idea. And then there was the TwitchCon in Europe, actually in Berlin.
Yes.
And there was the Sail to TwitchCon event announced from Wargaming. And I was like, I want to go to TwitchCon. And so I sat down and thought what would be interesting. And then somehow I was in a bar, of course. Every good idea comes in a bar. And I came up with the idea to use a dance pad. So this was the first idea. So the dance pad where you can play, I don't know, Wii Dance or whatever it's called.
Yep.
And I set out to set this up. And my first special controller actually was a dance pad to control World of Warships. And the first stream doing this was actually very, very funny. Also, my dog loves the dance pad somehow. And we had a great stream together. Yeah, and from there on, I started creating more and more controllers.
Yep.
So I created a Guitar Hero controller. I wrote my own Twitch bot thing, so the Twitch chat can control my ship. This was also very funny. It worked actually quite well. Not perfectly, but it's good enough.
That would scare the hell out of me. That just, yes, don't worry, chat. You can control my shit.
Yes. Actually, it's fun. You should try it. I released the software on GitHub, so basically you can download it and try it yourself if you like. And yeah, and then so the last project besides voice control, I created my own character. It's called Hein. Not Hans, because here in Germany, in Hamburg especially, Hein is a very common name for seamen.
Yeah.
And I spoke some lines, so I have my own voice for Hein. And every time I said to Hein, do this, do that, Hein answered and appeared on stream, saying he's doing something. Yeah, this is fun. And I think there are some other controllers as well, which I forgot. But the last project, I think this one, I sent you a picture or video. I created my own controller out of wood, and I can control it with hand panels. I think it's not in reach right now because it's actually very heavy.
I can imagine. Gee,
Yeah, so this is what I do most of the time with World of Warships, and then sometimes I also play with mouse and keyboard. I do this too.
Occasionally you join everybody else in the normal way of playing.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I've got to admit, I've watched probably about half an hour to an hour's worth of your content.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I literally, I can't. It blows my mind every time I watch it because I look at it and it's just like, number one, how the heck have you thought about how has this come even? It's like, how does somebody think? Yes, I'm playing a computer game. I wonder if I can play it with my guitar, and it's like, just it is absolutely insane. And I can only say, oh my god, wow. It's seriously. It's like We were talking about someone before, who is an eccentric British inventor called Colin Fuzz, and he's the guy who's built like the life-size TIE fighter. He's built the Hulkbuster, a life-size working Hulkbuster. He's built an AT-AT. He holds the world record on a Motability scooter.
There's a world record for that.
Yeah, he set it.
Okay.
But I mean, that's the only comparison I can make that makes sense to me, because I've never seen anything like it. I mean, we've seen Pop's place using voice attack and sitting back and throwing commands and everything like that. And I guess for people who play like Elite Dangerous and stuff like that, it's kind of the norm. But
true.
to see stuff that you've actually built and coded and designed yourself, dude, hat off to you, because that is.
Thank you very much.
That is ingenuity and just unbelievable workmanship. I can't say anything more.
Yeah, actually, there's one guy on Twitch, and he also creates controllers for different games. He uses potatoes and stuff to create controllers, or bananas. I don't know. I forgot his name, but he had also some great ideas. But I tried to find my own ideas for World of Warships, especially. And some work and some actually don't work quite well.
We'd best not tell Flamu that someone's controlling ships with potatoes.
No. Better not.
You didn't hear that, chat. You didn't hear that, folks.
No one heard.
So, we've kind of waffled around a couple of the questions here. What's your favourite ship, by the way, in the game?
Oh, my favorite ship. It kind of changed over time. Right now, it's definitely the Kremlin.
Yes.
Because my playstyle is not always very tactical. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I really like the Kremlin because you can just go in and have a real fight. You know, it's not like driving around, for example, with the Yoshino. You're in the back lines and firing and burning everyone, which is also fun. But going in and tanking a lot of damage and actually fighting is more fun for me. Let's put it that way. So Kremlin it is. In
the words of someone from Bob's, let the battleship's battleship.
Yes.
You've got this big pool of HP. You've got all this armor.
Yes.
Go and use it.
It's fun.
Can't blame you there. That's good. So we've described your content as well, with many expletives and many just wows. Where can we find that, by the way? Is it? I've seen obviously Twitch. What else have you got for yourself?
Most of my content is on Twitch. I also have a YouTube channel, and I try to upload highlight videos.
Yep.
This is very irregular, so there's no content like a video a week.
Yep.
I actually don't have the time anymore to do 1 or 2 videos a week. And so hopefully kind of next week, I think I recorded the building process of the new wood controller.
Awesome.
And I hope to get a video up hopefully next week, so you can see how this was actually created, because most of the parts are scrap parts from the Home Depot shop. Wow. Around the corner.
So it's a full-on recycling project as well.
Kind of, yes.
Wow.
So some parts I had to buy them because you don't get scrap parts for this, or I don't know where to get them actually. So I just bought them. But actually, the wood is all the wood people didn't want to use. So I took it and I built a controller.
Can't blame you, mate. That's that's actually even more cool. What sort of quote would you have in a yearbook under your name? What sort of quote do you go by?
Oh, actually, when I was in school, people people wrote in my yearbook. I read it like last week. I don't know. I talked with a friend of mine, and then I was like, oh, I have to look at it. And people wrote some nice stuff and some not so nice, actually. And people wrote something like you talk very slow and stuff like this. But I think from now on, if I would have a new yearbook, I think people would write something like "He's weird, crazy, but nice." Hopefully.
Do you know what? Spot on, mate. I think the phrase from one of my favorite American movies is "You're my kind of crazy." I like it. I mean, come on, anybody who can look at a guitar and think I'm going to play World of Warships with that, there is clearly something there that just nobody else can look at. So, dude, well done. Just in case, if anybody's wondering, by the way, the thing I keep sucking on is I've recently acquired myself an ice shaver. For those of you who don't know, that you shove a lot of ice cubes into like a blender and it blends them into like an ice slush. Because it's amazingly it's 26 degrees plus here in the UK, which is unheard of. So I'm currently boiling under light and PC and everything. Hence why I keep occasionally have to have a cold sip to try and keep myself cool. Favorite band or song? What sort of music does Pelz like?
I listen to lots of music. So when I drive with my car or with my friend in a car, most of the time we listen to hard bass, Russian hard bass especially. Hands down, it's the most relaxing music for driving a car, and you are instantly happy. And if someone honks and stuff like that, it just goes away because you are happy dancing in your car, listening to Russian hard bass. Yeah. But also I listen to metal, electronics, and stuff like that. But also my favorite instrument is a piano. So if I should pick a song, it would be Divinir from Ludovici Einaudi.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a piano song, and I really like it, actually.
Nice. And Pelz, give us a joke. What sort of joke have you got for us?
Oh boy, I thought about that question because normally I don't have any jokes. But I came across this dad joke thing, and let's put the scene. You go to a restaurant, yes, with your friends, and then there's a waiter or waitress, and they say, "Hello, my name is Chris or Ashley. I'm your waiter for today." And then I would be like, "Hello, I'm Chris. I would be your guest tonight." Yeah, it's actually very bad. Now, if I heard it, it's so bad. Shit. Why did I pick this one? We should have talked about this beforehand, so I can tell you this joke is bad, and then we stop right there. Yeah, thank you very much. This was the joke here.
Comments in chat, comments in chat. Give us a marks out of 10 for that.
Oh boy, yeah, it's a bad joke. Sorry.
But hey, we've had worse. We've had worse. You are not the level 0. We've had worse. Don't worry.
Oh damn it!
I know.
I tried to get level 0, but I'm not good enough.
Pelz, it's been absolutely awesome speaking to you, mate. Thank you for taking the time out today to come and talk to us about your just bonkers creations and the stuff you do, mate. It's brilliant. It really, really is. Guys, links to all of Pelz's information will be in the description below. I'll need to remember to say, please, can you send that over to me so I can put it in the description, and we'll get this one. We'll be putting this up as soon as we can do. We have more coming, but thank you for taking the time out to join us, Pelz.
Thank you very much for having me again. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
Ein neuer Bürger will...
So sieht der Controller aus. Triade, ja, der Controller habe ich ja jetzt erst gebaut. Hey, mein lieber Moin, wie geht's? Genau, also das ist der Controller. Für alle, die da sind. Wie ihr gesehen habt, hiermit fährt man. Ich versuche nett zu sein und er sagt, Xion, das ist okay, du sollst so sein, wie du bist. Auch hier immer zu jeder Zeit. Achso, hier sieht man meine Hand. Zu jeder Zeit!
Hallo.
Auf jeden Fall. Harlequin, moin. Kannst du nicht so einen jeden Tag verlosen? Ja, wenn ich dir jeden Tag, trägst du oben Business, unten Party? Das ist eine Anzugsjogginghose, Max Mütze. Das ist eine Anzugsjogginghose. Also, vorwärts fahren. Hier fahre ich vorwärts und rückwärts. Links, rechts steuern. HE. AP, Torpedos, zielen. Hier schießen, das weiß ich jetzt. Hier ist irgendwas. Hier ist auch irgendwas. Hier ist auch irgendwas.
Ein neuer Bürger. Willkommen.
Hier ist auch irgendwas. Und hier ist reparieren. Und hier ist auch irgendwas. Vielleicht. Ja, die anderen Tasten sind wahrscheinlich nicht belegt. Glaube ich. Die sind, glaube ich, nicht belegt. Ach, ja. Achso, Hupen ist hier irgendwo. Vielleicht hier, da, hier. Irgendwo habe ich Hupen belegt. Zoom ist full. Das ist Zoom ohne alles. Wir nehmen nachher die Kamera mal ab. Genau, und die Kurbeln. Mit dieser Kurbel kann ich senkrecht meine Mausbewegung. Und hiermit kann ich waagerecht die bewegen. Genau, damit ziele ich. Also hiermit bewege ich waagerecht zum Zielen und hiermit senkrecht zum Zielen. Genau. Nee, mein Schiff in-game. Achso, weiß ich nicht. Vielleicht habe ich irgendeine Taste hier belegt, die irgendwas macht. Nee, kleinere Lager gab's nicht. Achso, ja, nur Schiff belegt. Das ist hier belegt, genau. Achso, reinzoomen und rauszoomen. Oh, das wäre ja natürlich smart, ne? Nee, habe ich nicht belegt.